literally just walked in from Disney World. But look, I'm home. I'm home. So happy Sunday to anybody who actually shows up tonight. Yeah, we just walked in. I mean, seriously, I have been home, I don't know, 15 minutes, maybe. So hopefully Facebook's going to be good to us tonight. Thanks, hey Jen, thanks for welcoming me home. I mean, literally, look at me. I'm like wind blown. We literally just walked in the door. Hey, Christy. Yeah, so Mr. John is the bomb. He drove, we left 12 hours ago. We were, let's see, 13 hours ago. Hey, Joyce, 13 hours ago. And hello, Donna. We were throwing stuff in the camper. Well, actually, we were cranking down the camper. Hey, Mary, and hey, Teresa. Yeah, thanks, guys. We are barely back. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, and notice, no makeup. So you all are getting to see me in all my glory. Hello, Barbara from the Crossroads. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah, hey, Jackie. Oh, gosh, Jackie says I still look great. Ugh. Yeah, hello, Renee. So this is 12 hours of hard driving. Hey, Debbie. So, yeah, and also, hey, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. Do not tell my hairdresser. Hey, Carol Lou, and hey, Vicky. Yeah, we are. I am exhausted. Thanks, Vicky. And hey, Betty. So don't tell my hairdresser that Florida like sucked all the color out of my hair because she just did it like a week before we left. And aloha, Kathy. And hey, Lisa. And hey, Myra. And so, yeah. So we literally just ran back in, and hey, Karen. Yeah, about time I got back. Yeah, and hey, Sarah. So, hello, Teresa. So I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but yeah, so it's no makeup, just the eyeliner that I put on 12 hours ago. So, and hey, Cindy, hey, Martha, and hey, Sharon. And we just came busting in the door. So John kind of more or less rolled me and Dusty out. Hey, Karen, he kind of rolled us out. So we came back in. Hey, Daryl. We came back in with just my notes. Oh yeah, and so yeah, I have on my Wago t-shirt because it's so soft. It is so soft. I wish y'all could see me. I kind of almost have on pajamas. So yeah, hey Lisa. Yeah, thanks Janice. Hey, oh, and it's Nancy's first time watching live. So yeah, Nancy, your first time watching live. I literally have just come busting back in from Florida. So everybody say hi to Nancy. Hey, Pam from Hatteras Island, South Carolina. Thanks, Sandra. She says I look great. Hello, Carol. Yes, hey, Lynn. Yes, I did make it back home safe. And hey, Sybil. And hey, Stacy from Nova Scotia. Yeah, so everybody welcome her. It's her first time viewing. And if it's your first time viewing, please let us know because we'd like to give you a shout out. But anyway, so I basically have on pajamas. Hey, Suzette from Myrtle Beach. Yeah, so I know I look like I've been to the beach. So notice my little, all my little sun. So I did get a teeny tiny bit of a tan. I've already taken my magic band off, but you can see where it was. But yeah, so we had a great week. Thank you all for letting us rest. And thank you again, Orlando Debbie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, Laura. Thank you, Orlando Debbie, for coming and joining us again on Sunday. Even though the internet at the campground is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Hey, Kathy. So we've got to do, I don't know, I've got to do something for the next time because we will be there again in December. And yeah, that's 2 times in a row. Hey, Lisa. So that's 2 times in a row that while we have been at Disney, hey, Caroline, yes, and hey, Mary, that while we've been at Disney, that the internet has just, it's just been awful. And as you can see, Dusty's already good and whiny because we've only been together in the truck for 12 hours straight. Hey, hey, Pat. Yeah, hey, Teresa. So he's going to have to hush. Hey, and it's Kara's first time. Oh, and she's from Tennessee. I am back in Tennessee. And it's Kara, K-A-R-A. Everybody tell Kara, hey. And hey, Julie. Yeah, Barbara, it was kind of goofy. It was very goofy. And hey, oh, hey, Laura. Did y'all get done? Did you get your TV time done? Hopefully so. Hopefully so, because I don't want you to get in trouble. And hey, Liliana. And yes, thank you. I'm back safely. But yeah, so thank you to Debbie. Hey, Jacqueline. Yeah, thank you, Debbie, for coming and visiting again. And this time we tried to fry her instead of freezing her to death. Yeah, so when she joined us at the campground, Dusty, please stop, buddy. We've been together all day, all week and all day. I'll read y'all some of his notes from Doggy Daycare in just a second. But anyway, so yeah, thank you to Debbie, and thank you for having us on Thursday. We went and hung out with, we is me, went and hung out with Debbie and some of her friends at Hollywood Studios on Thursday, and we got to ride Slinky Dog, and we rode, we rode Midway Mania, and I got, Best in the car. Yeah. Yes, of course. I got number 1 in the car. Hey, Kim. So, but anyway, so today is Sunday, and no, Barbara says, have I seen the baby? No, John is over there right now. So that was my reward to John, was that if he would drop us off, if he would drop me and Dusty off, get the bikes off the back of the camper, because they were like, I don't know, terrifying us the whole way home. Hey, Gail, we could see, like, you could see the very top of the bicycles. And then they were like hanging back, and we'd, stop and tie them back up real quick, and put another ratchet tie down on. And hello, Casey. Casey says that Papa just left from hanging out with Alyssa. So apparently apparently he did get to see her for just a few minutes. Dusty, come here. If you're going to cry, you got to come here. Okay, so Dusty was like, he was so weird on the way back. We made him, okay, I'm sorry. We're going to pause for a second and talk to Carol. So Carol is with us. If everybody sees Carol, come here, buddy. Okay, so apparently Dusty missed you all too, because he wants to know who I'm talking to. So he is up. But everybody, let's love on Carol again this week. So let's send her some hearts, if you wouldn't mind. Carol's had a rough week. Hopefully the healing has started. And Carol, yeah, we do love you, Carol. So hopefully you're going to have a better week this week. I'm so glad that you're here. You need to do some normal things. I know it's going to be hard. But you need to do some self-care things. So hashtag self-care for Carol. Yeah, so you need to do some, some self-care things. So hopefully you're going to be able to get back to, some sense of normalcy soon, because y'all have got a lot to take care of. But anyway, so I'm so glad that you're here, Carol. Everybody sent her some love. And yeah, so if you're here with us live, you can see all the hearts that are going by for Carol. And hey, Loretta. So yeah, it's still going to be another rough week. But okay, so yeah, and Debbie's saying hello. So Orlando Debbie is saying hello to Dusty. Yeah. Hey, Claudie. So I'm going to put him down, and I'm going to see if that tiny bit of snuggling will calm him down. Yeah, if that'll calm him down. So, okay, so today is Sunday, July the 22nd. And hey, Aaron, and y'all are just going to have to excuse me if I'm a little disjointed. Hey, Joanne. Again, if you have just joined us, we just walked in from a 12-hour drive from Florida. So we've been in Disney for a week. And if you didn't already know that we've been in Disney for a week, then you're just not paying attention. Hey, Janet, because that's all I have posted. That's all I've posted for the last 7 days, maybe 8 days, is either pictures from Disney or pictures of Alyssa that Casey has sent us while, we were gone. So you'll have to excuse the unbrushed hair and no makeup. So yeah. Anyway, okay. So we had a great time, great time. But I did want to say, and Debbie said bad weather home too. Yeah, so bad. Yeah, neither rain nor sleet nor, I started to say snow, but we'll say rainbow, because that rhymes with snow. Would keep John from getting us home on time. He kept saying, come on, Kelly, we've got to go. Hey, Wendy. He kept saying, we got to go. Pack that stuff. And I was sweeping off the top of the camper and trying to get all the the Florida stuff off of it, so I didn't bring it back to Tennessee. And he was like, we'll get that later. We'll open it up later. We'll clean it up later. We got to go if we're going to get home in time for the chat. So y'all can thank John. For that. And yes, the Atlanta traffic is as usual was terrible. So going down, we went through South Carolina. Dusty, come here, buddy. Come here. Daddy's not home yet. I think he's looking for John because John. Hey, Angela is saying hello to Wendy. So I think he's already looking for John because he's been with us for a whole week, which is unusual. But anyway, so I was just going to read y'all a couple of these from Dusty's trip because they were so funny. But so today is Sunday, July the 22nd. And if you are joining us live, thank you for suffering through this live. And thank you for suffering through me being winded from, again, literally just running in. And I already have another cup of coffee in my Disney mug. So we're going to talk about Disney just a little bit during our chat tonight, just because I do know while we were driving back, we did get, okay, when I say we were driving back, let's face it, John was driving back and I was riding back. He did not make me or let me drive the entire time. But we're going to talk about these in just a minute. Sorry, will I get a sip? A little bit parched, a little bit tired, so I'm going to try and stay awake for the whole chat, so y'all keep me awake. Okay, these were just the funniest thing. Oh, let me say this again. I'll try not to be disjointed tonight, even though we're exhausted. But today is Sunday, July the 22nd, and if you are not watching this with us live, if you were here with us live, you'll be able to see the thumbs ups and the hearts. And hey, Vicky from St. Louis, which are love bucks. And Casey and I very much appreciate when you send those. And tonight, especially, so that I will stay awake, because maybe that will help wake me up. Because when John gets back, guess what I get to do? We have to, after the chat, I still have to unload the entire truck and get all that inside and wash clothes, because we have work in the morning. Yeah, because we have to be back at work in the morning, because, you know, we have to go back to being adults. So Casey, I think, is getting pretty desperate. Hey, Asma. I think it's getting pretty desperate. Hey, Carla, for me to come back to work tomorrow. And I know that one of the guys that John works with, at least one of the guys that John works with, they are like, if we had come back a couple of days early, I think they would have been happy. But, you know, we needed our Disney time. So, but if you're not watching this with us live, if you're watching this later on YouTube, in case you said I get to see her pretty face in the morning. Yes, I do. And I get to see Alyssa tomorrow. Yay, I haven't seen her in a whole week. And she looks like she's gotten some hair, and it looks like she's gotten better at sitting up since we've been gone. And hello, Donna. But if you're not watching this with us live, if you're watching this with us later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, then search If You Have an Egg. Then welcome to you too. I will say this, last week's chat, I have not successfully been able to get up on, hey Janice, on YouTube yet. It's having some audio trouble. Apparently Apple or the Mac laptop, whatever, apparently there was some kind of an update that makes videos that you upload from Facebook specifically, that you get halfway through whatever the video is, and then it chops off the audio. And I do not know why it's doing that. Apparently it just happened with the update. Hello, Sue. And the directions to go through, and is that, oh, and hello, Sue again. And the directions for how to split that up, hey, Mary, are over my head. They're completely over my head. So I'll be taking the laptop to Casey tomorrow to see if she can fix that. So sorry, last week's chat is not up on YouTube yet. Don't know if it's going to happen with tonight's chat or not. And Facebook was pretty finicky last week. So if it chucks us, hello Diane, if it chucks us this week, I'm just going to keep talking, because I'm too tired to start all over again. Ooh. So so we'll just keep talking, and we'll just keep going. And hey, Amy. So we are back. We're back from Disney. So sorry y'all don't get to see any more Disney pictures, because I pretty much blew up Instagram and my personal Facebook with Disney pictures. But I wanted to read y'all a couple of these, just because those of you that have been around a long time know Dusty, and you've seen him, and a few of you have met him. But we took him so that we could have fun. Hey, Tedders! So that we could have fun. I don't know why you have an accent all of a sudden, Tedders instead of just Tedders. But so that we could have fun at Disney, Dusty went to Best Friend's Pet Resort almost every day. And then the day that we did the 30,000 step challenge, which I'll talk about that in a second, but the day we did the 30,000 step challenge, which y'all know John didn't sign up for that, right? He was like an unwilling participant. Not unwilling, he was an involuntary participant. Like, he didn't volunteer for that. He just ended up in it. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But so the day that we were going to do the 30,000 step challenge, Dusty spent the night, and then that way too I could spend that next day with Debbie and her gang, you know, at Hollywood Studios. But these are just funny because y'all know Dusty. So, you know, he's already clingy. We've been in the truck together for 12 hours. And we've been together for a week, except during the day. And when we started out in the truck, John made him a nice little bed, kind of, behind the console. And he started out back there. And have y'all seen the commercial where they're trying to send the thing back, whatever the thing is, back at Christmas? I think it's a commercial for the mail or something. And was it a clown or whatever it was? And he started again, whatever it was. It's like over here, and then they were telling the guy, they want to send it back. And then all of a sudden, chunk, it's like here, and then here, and then you're here, and here. Dusty was doing that in the truck today. So he started out back here, and then he was here, and all of a sudden he was on me like this. But these are just so funny. I just have to read them to you real quick. So this is from Best Friend's Pet Resort. Dusty, stop. Really? You've been with me all day. Anyway, Best Friend's Pet Resort. Best Friend's name, Dusty, and it says who he played with. So every one of them says who he played with. Listen to the comments on here. My favorite activity day was cuddling with my counselor. So there's choices. Today I was a happy camper, and counselor comments are, Dusty liked to mingle with new friends in between cuddles. That was from Pauline. Then the next day, Dusty and who he played with, my favorite activity day was Cuddling with my counselor. I was a happy camper. Counselor comments, Dusty loved to snuggle up for cuddles and a chat. Are we noticing a trend here? The next day, Dusty, my favorite activity today was cuddling with my counselor. Today I was a happy camper. Counselor comments, darling Dusty loves to be held and cuddled and has little hearts and a smiley face. Yeah, Dusty loves to catch up with a chat and a cuddle, play with his friends and cuddle and say hi to all of his friends and cuddle. Dusty loves a chat and a cuddle every day. Every day a cuddle, every single day. Okay, enough about Dusty and best friends, because every time I say his name, he starts crying because he thinks I'm calling him. Okay. Then yes, I am drinking coffee at 8:15 so that we can do this chat thing and so that I can get the truck unloaded when John gets back. Okay, so Disney, let's talk about that just a second. So y'all know while we were at Disney, or if you've been around very long, you know that while we were at Disney that I set a 30,000 step challenge for one day. And that was one of my goals from week before last, and that was, let's see, jump into summer fun. So that was, I know this was from 2 weeks ago, but the jump into summer fun, my goal for that one was to do a Disney speed day. You can come stand over here, buddy, but I'm not picking you up. Shh, come here, come on. But I'm not picking you up. Whew, he's clingy. He wants to cuddle. Okay, so you know, from 2 weeks ago, then my goal was the Disney Speed Day. So on Wednesday, we had the Disney Speed Day, and we started out a little slow. We did not get up as fast as we had intended to. And then, and we forgot to take our rain jackets with us. So everybody who has ever been to Disney knows, especially if you have been to Disney or Florida in general, if you've been in the summertime, especially in July and August, you have a 100% chance of rain every single day. Every single day. There is not going to be a day that it does not rain at some point. So we got out, got to the first park. We combined the 30,000 step challenge with what we call a Disney Speed Day, which is we try to go to all 4 parks, which we did, and we try to go to try to ride as many rides as we can. It doesn't matter what they are, and we do get fast passes, for 3 of them first thing to try and help that. But I think our record right now is 4 parks, for all 4 parks, and 18 rides. So I knew we weren't going to set any records this time. But I at least wanted, like 12 to 15 rides. So, Dusty, what? Come here. He's killing me. He wants to get up and see you all again, even though he can't really see you all. But anyway, so 4 parks and 12 to 15 rides, was our goal. So we got a late start. Hey, let's see. Wait, Angela from Oakmont, Pennsylvania. It's been a long time since she's been here. Yay! Hey, Angela. So Angela, yeah, we just got back from Florida, so hence the unbrushed hair. Yeah, the unbrushed hair and the dog holding, because apparently he thinks since we've ridden together. Hey, and Lori says hello from Ohio from her camper. Awesome. Hope you have better internet service than we did. But anyway, so we got a late start and we forgot our rain jackets. So, but I did have our lunch packed in my backpack. If you watched 2 weeks ago, I showed you how I pack my backpack, and actually I'm going to get Casey to help me with it. John videoed me, and he's such a terrible videoer. But anyway, don't tell him I said that. Yeah, and hey Tina. So John videoed me making our lunch from my backpack while we were in line for Mission Space. So we'll show you how that worked out. But so we did, pack our lunch for that day, forgot our rain jackets. But anyway, so we got a late start, didn't pack our rain jackets, did have our lunch packed. And hey, did Popsicle pop in and I missed you? Oh, hey, yep. Hey, Popsicle. But so we, got going. Well, we had not been gone long at all, and not just a rain. We're used to rain. We're okay. We're big people. It doesn't bother us. I'm talking a torrential downpour. So we're sloshing. John had on tennis shoes, and I had on, let me think. I guess I had on tennis shoes because it was our 30,000 step day. Anyway, we got drenched twice, had to go back to the camper, and change clothes and dry off a little bit because we were, completely soaked all the way through, underwear and everything, and our shoes were going slosh, 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 slosh. So we had to go back and change, and hey Mary, and so anyway, I had to go back and change. So we got a late start, no rain jackets, got soaked, had to go back to the camper and change clothes because it was ridiculous, and it took me until like 12, it was like midnight 07 the next day or something before we hit 30,000, but I still counted it because we had a 2-hour rain delay. So technically it was like 10:07, if we hadn't had the rain delay. But we did get the 30,000 steps, and poor John, he kept saying, well, we don't have to do a Disney speed day. And I was like, yeah, we do. And I kept insisting that we keep going, that we had to keep going. He kept saying, no, it's okay. And finally I said, okay, look, today's the 30,000 step challenge. Today's the day. I'm doing the 30,000 step challenge. We have to get 30,000 steps today. And he was like, oh, okay. So I fed him some pizza. Hey, Robin, so I fed him some pizza. Let him go back and change his clothes and get dry again, and then we went back out. But we did get the 30,000 steps, and Lori, I don't know what we're talking. I guess Lori has skipped on to tonight's topic, but we'll come back around to it in a second. I had so many people ask me about Disney that really quick, since I obviously don't have any food, and it's only 8:21. Since I don't have any food, and hey Rosie from Hollister, California. Since I don't have any food, hey Evie, prepared, because we just walked back in, and actually there's nothing in the refrigerator, so tomorrow's going to be fun. But so many people asked about Disney, and I didn't have time to prepare any food, that we're going to talk about Disney real quick. So many questions. How many points? People wanted to know, first, did I track? Yes, I did. How many, or as best as I could. And sometimes you just have to just make it up as you go along, but still write something down, or record it. And Mary said my Fitbit got a workout. Yes, ma'am, it did. Oh, and Debbie. So guess what I found? Yeah, Orlando Debbie. Hello, Marlene from Florida. We just left Florida. Notice the little bit of, not sunburn, but a little bit of sun. Yeah, found the charger. Found it in a bag that I had already looked in 3 times. I found the charger. But anyway, so it's charged. Okay, so questions were, did I track? Yes, I did. How many points did I use? About 350. So for the week, I used approximately 350 points. Normal for me, average, for me using points is 196 to 220. 196 to 220 is average for me for a week. Yes, Debbie, I found my charger. I know, go figure. And it was somewhere I had already looked 3 times. But anyway, but this week I used about 350. How many fit points did I earn? I earned 163 fit points in the 7 full days that we were down there. I earned 163. Average fit points for me for a week is 73. Those questions were quickly followed by, did I use any of my fit points? No. I just recorded 350 points, or it was approximately 350. I just tracked that, left my fit points alone. I did not swap for any fit points. I know that really, once you hit that many, hit 350, points, what difference does it make for swapping out your fit points? But I don't know. I have an unspoken rule. It's an internal rule for myself. It is not a Weight Watchers rule. There is no rule against it. Me personally, I do better if I do not use my fit points. So I did not let it swap any of my fit points. Oh, and we were at, thank you, Liliana. She said we were at 102. So 102 people get to see me in my, been riding in the truck for 12 hours glory. And I basically have on, pajamas. Oh, I have on the Wego t-shirt. And if I can get my leg up this high, I have on, can you see? Can y'all tell what those were? Yeah, can you tell what those were? What these leggings are? Casey got them for me. They're LuLaRoe's. And they absolutely have nothing to do with my t-shirt. So I'm sure people at gas stations all up and down Interstate 75 have been enjoying my outfit. Anyway, and Pam wants to know if we can explain fit points sometimes. So Pam, fit points, you just earn fit points for activity. Any activity that you do on Weight Watchers, and you can track them on your phone if you're using your phone, or you can track them in, what kind of Alice in Wonderland leggings, Sybil? Anyway, so you can track them on your phone. You can track them manually. No, Loretta, not Yosemite Sam. Yeah, so some of you all explained fit points, so I can keep talking. But anyway, so no, I did not use any of my fit points. Then I got, the biggest question I got was, did you eat out every meal? No, I did not eat out. No, we did not eat out every meal. And if you, oh look, I haven't had it for a week. No, okay, Laura's not getting the leggings. Can you see them? Can you see what they are? Okay, that's the last time you get to see them because, yeah, hey Crystal. Yes, they are, yes, it is the Queen of Hearts. Sorry, yes, Sybil, yes, the Queen of Hearts. And I found the blue paper clip. Yes, Sybil, I know, I found it. Anyway, I haven't had it for a week, so I have to fiddle with it today. Okay, so, and yes, Christy, the paper clip is back. It's been here without me. It's been all alone for an entire week. Okay, so anyway, I'll put it down. And Laura Lynn, if you look in the comments, it is the Queen of Hearts. So yeah, Casey got me, I had 2 pairs of Disney leggings that I took with me, but it was too hot to wear them, so I wore them on the ride home today. Okay, did you eat out every meal? No, I did not. And if you were with us, again, 2 weeks ago for this chat, if you were here 2 weeks ago for Jump into Summer Fun, that is chat number 79, and today's is 81. If you were here for chat number 79, you can go back and find 79 either on Facebook or that one is on YouTube, and it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, and it's chat number 79, Jump into Summer Fun, and I show you how I pack my Disney backpack. So first thing we do when we get to Disney, of course we're at the campground, so we take a refrigerator with us. We go to Publix and we get bananas and clementines and we get hard-boiled eggs. John gets cottage cheese, I get yogurt, and we get, some things like that. And then we get things for lunch. So we eat breakfast every day at the camper. We do not eat breakfast out ever at Disney. It's too salty. It is too, I don't know, it's almost all pastries and things. Okay, I just said never. Last time we were at Disney, we went to the yacht and what's it called? Compass and Yacht. Okay, so you're gonna have to help me because I'm super tired. Anyway, we went there and the yacht club, something like that. And I had a vegan breakfast there and it was absolutely delicious. And Carla, you couldn't put enough black pepper on cottage cheese to make me eat it. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. But anyway, so anyway, that was a delicious breakfast. For the most part, the quick service breakfast and the Lynn wants you to get the paperclip and hide it, Casey. Okay, I'm gonna set it down. But anyway, so for the most part, we eat breakfast at the camper. So we eat like, hard-boiled eggs, and I'll eat yogurt, string cheese and apples, and things like that. Then we pack our lunch, and if you watched the Jump into Summer Fun, you saw how I packed it, how I pack our lunch, and so we eat out of the backpack most days. There was one day while we were there or actually it was the speed day. No, it wasn't. No. I'll take it back. There was one day that while we were there, hey Irma, that we did not eat out of the camper. We had breakfast out of the camper, but we had lunch and dinner were at the parks or at Disney Springs. I don't remember. But anyway, so no, we did not eat at Disney. We did not eat at Disney every day. Okay. People wanted to know, what are some of the best and worst things about trying to be on Weight Watchers while you're at Disney, or should you even try? Yes, I think you should try. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't even have to, and you do not have to stay within your points. Obviously not, because I consumed 350 points, 350. And normal for me is 196 to 220. So I'm over at least 130 points. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I am okay with that because I also got 163 fit points, which I did not use. But I'm okay with that because we had a great time. I ate everything that I wanted to. I'm not sick. The tracking for me, so even though I went over that many points, tracking, the tracking for me keeps me from making myself sick and for just completely losing control. So Casey is a witness to what happens if I don't if I don't track it and kind of pre-plan it. I have actually eaten so much, and I've done this many times in the past, 50 pounds ago, done this many times in the past, gone to one of the buffets, like the buffet at Germany is one of our favorites, gone to the buffet and eaten until I am absolutely sick. And there was one day that I ate until I was just, nauseous hey Liz, that I was nauseous even still at the restaurant. And then we went to Splitsville that night to bowl, and I was so sick from stuffing myself with things. Once I had gone back for that second round of food and got some of everything, I wasn't even enjoying it anymore. Just because I was just stuffing myself with it, and I was so sick I couldn't bowl. So don't do that. Please have some kind of a plan. All of the quick service at the resorts. All of the quick service at the resorts have fruit. They have bananas. Some of them have oranges. Although I don't know how they expect. I have never successfully gotten into an orange without a knife or something before. So I don't know how people get into them, but they have bananas, they have oranges, most of them have apples, they've got applesauce, they have yogurt, they have some other things. All of the quick service at all the resort hotels have that. You can take a backpack or a cooler in. If you're getting ready to go to Disney or somewhere like that, do go back and watch the chat from a couple of weeks ago, or Casey and I will be posting a video on just packing the backpack. To make sure that you get in there okay. We watched a couple of people get taken out. Oh, good. Tammy had the best time in Pigeon Forge and only gained 2 pounds. That's awesome. Yeah. So we watched a couple of people get taken out for bringing things in that you cannot take in. And one boy, they threatened to remove him from the park. So yeah, please kind of check. Anyway, so go back and watch my backpack, my backpack packing thing, and so no, Debbie, it wasn't Thursday. No, Thursday was fine. Okay, that and just so you know, half of the small Dole Whip. So the Dole Whip that's this big at Animal Kingdom, it's like this big at Animal Kingdom. Half of that is 5 smart points. So take a buddy, like I made John. That's not his favorite thing, but he took another one for the team and ate half of a Dole Whip, so that mom was only 5 points. So I could have my Dole Whip and only use 5 smart points. So kind of know some things before you go in. Avoid the Werther's Caramel section, the whole section at in Germany at Epcot. You just don't even need to go in there. Yeah, there's nothing in there that's low points. Actually, they have some sugar-free Werther's, but just hold your nose and go by that whole thing. Also, there's Blaze. Don't forget, Blaze is in Disney Springs, and Blaze is good pizza. Everybody doesn't have one. We do have it in Knoxville, but Blaze is good pizza, and they have, I think, every single thing they have, their crust, all of the toppings, everything you could get at Blaze is online, is on Weight Watchers online. So you can get all those points before you go, so, and if you tell your family, hey, we're going to go get pizza, you don't have to say, we're going to go get pizza and we have to go to Blaze because they have the smart points listed. You don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. Just say, hey, let's go get pizza. How about Blaze? We can get individual pizzas. Yeah, and if you say that, then they think, yay, we get to get our own pizza and get it how we want it, instead of, we have to go to Blaze because Mommy's on Weight Watchers. You get it? You understand? Okay, so just don't forget that Blaze is down there. Also, I kind of had the 2 on plan, 1 off. So, while we're at Disney, so for every 1 meal that I'm going to have that's off of plan, I try to plan 2 meals that are on. 2 meals that are on plan, 2 on for 1 off when you're on something like that. And it's not just Disney. I mean, any kind of vacation, if you're going to the beach, if you're gone, to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, wherever you've gone. And can somebody explain, okay, yes, thank you, Christy. Somebody explain Blaze to Laura. Is Blaze on the dining plan? So Diane wants to know if it's on the dining plan. No, because Blaze is individually, I don't know. Because we don't do the dining plan. So does anybody else know? Does anybody have any idea if Blaze is on the, I don't know, or any other restaurants? I'm trying to think now, because almost everybody asks you if you're on the Disney dining plan. It may be. It may be. But somebody, okay, so, and Lynn has never heard of Blaze either. So somebody please explain Blaze to them. Okay, so 2 on for every 1 off. Okay, 2, it'd be on 2 for every 1 off. Have some common sense about you. Keep your wits about you. Do not go just berserk. I mean, I want you to enjoy yourself, and no matter where you're going, I want you to enjoy yourself, but kind of keep your wits about you and kind of be aware. I'll tell you, 50 pounds lighter in July, it makes a whole difference. So 50 pounds ago, when we would go to Disney in July, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, there's no way I would have had a 30,000 step day 50 pounds ago. I would have been dying. I would have been back at the camper. First of all, I probably would have had a meltdown about staying in a camper in July. But yeah, 50 pounds later, you know, yes. Did I get sweaty? Yes. Was I hot? Yes. Were there several days that I wanted to go back and take a nap? Heck yeah. But 50 pounds lighter. Did I stay up? Did I stay with him the whole time? Yeah. Did we keep moving? Yes, we sure did. Okay. And I'm going to end up talking about Disney the whole time. Another thing, most of the resort hotels have a refrigerator in the room. If they don't already have a small refrigerator in the room, of course, we stay at the campground, so we have our own refrigerator. If they do not have a refrigerator in the room at the resort you're staying at, and you can go on WDW Disney, you can go and you can look and see which resorts already have a refrigerator in the room. And if yours does not, you can call housekeeping when you get there or when you check in. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Disney people, for the most part, if they haven't been kicked or spit on yet that day, why would anybody do that? Anyway, for the most part, are the happiest, most helpful people on the planet. John got detoured, I'm just going to call it. He had to take a potty break an hour into the line at Casey, what were we in? Flight of Passage, and he accidentally went, it said exit, but he accidentally went into a casting area. They not only hand walked him to the bathroom, they also got him right back in line with me. I'm not saying that happens every time. I'm just saying, please love on these Disney people a little bit, but just know that when you check in, if your resort hotel does not already have a refrigerator, you can ask the concierge, you can ask housekeeping, and sometimes they will go ahead and make sure they'll bring you a little refrigerator to use, or at least a cooler to use. Yeah, they're that handy. And you can use strollers and groceries. You can order groceries, or there are like 6 Publix stores within driving distance. Yeah. And Mary says she never gets tired of hearing "Have a Magical Day." We love it when we pull in every single night. When I pull back in from picking up Dusty at Best Friends, they say "Welcome home" every single day, and I'm like, yeah, if you'd let us live here, we would. Okay, so another couple of quick things. I already posted this on the page here, on the page where we're having the chat right now. They do have a section now on the website, on the WDW Disney website, for delicious alternatives and food allergies. There is a link if you have any food allergies, or if you have any special needs for those, or if you are traveling with someone who has special food requirements or needs something like refrigerated while you're at a park, like an EpiPen or special food, you can make arrangements for that. So I don't want to hear anybody saying, "Oh, there was nothing I could have. I don't know what to do." You didn't have anything that you could have because you just didn't try. I'm not trying to be mean, but Disney is one of those places where if it didn't happen for you, it's because you just didn't try, because you didn't ask somebody. If you ask the right person, and if you ask sweetly, and what I mean by sweetly is, "Hey, I've got some special dietary requirements. Who can I check with? Is there a chef that I can check with? Or how can I make sure that this is something that I can eat? Please, I would love to get that, please." Not mean. Not mean. I see people bully the cast members. I don't see it a lot, but I hear about it. That's uncalled for. You can get almost anything you want within reason. Anything you need within reason at Disney. There's no reason to be snippy. Be kind. Anyway, so go read that. If you need it, if you're headed to Disney, you can go read that. I shared the link, and we'll try to share the link again. I'll try to share it again. I will share it again here after we get done with the chat, so that y'all can see that. Anybody that has any special requirements. Okay, and last thing real quick, so that we can start talking about our topics, I had so many questions about Disney, and I just went blah and gave you all a whole bunch of information. Is there anybody who would like to see a Disney specific chat? I've gotten so many questions this week that I'm thinking maybe I just need to do a Disney chat. It doesn't necessarily, I think going other places you could benefit too, but there are so many of you all saying, "Hey, I'm going to Disney next week," or "I'm going in October," or "I'm going in December," or "Hey, we usually go blah blah blah," or like, "I live in the area, we don't usually stay at a resort." I had this one this week. We live in the area, or we're locals, we don't usually stay at a resort, but this time we are, because we're meeting I think it was family or friends or whatever over there, and they were literally lost. Like, oblivious as to what to do because they've never had to do that. So if you would like to see Diane's going in September. So if you would like to have a standalone Disney chat, and I mean, it can be on a Sunday night. I'll just have to pick a topic to run it around. But, and when I'm a little more rested. But if you want a Disney chat, just please put, yes, Disney. And I think you could use it for other parks too. You could use it for Dollywood. You could use it for Kings Island, Islands of Adventure, or no, Universal Studios, which we go to about every 5 years. But you could use it for Universal Studios. I would make it specific to Disney just because we know Disney, because we know it so well. But yeah, so if y'all want a Disney chat that we could use for theme parks, just theme parks in general, just put yes Disney or yes theme park chat or something like that here. Okay, and Mary says, only if I wear my ears. Actually, believe it or not, I don't have any. I know. If you can believe that, I do not own any ears. But, Kim sent Alyssa some. I wonder if I could fit those. I wonder if I could get those on my head. I'll try. Okay. So, I talked so much about Disney, just because it's not out of my system yet, that it is 8:41. Okay, so let's talk about last week. How did y'all do last week? So I know how I did. Let's see, however many steps I said. Oh man, I didn't write it down. It's somewhere on Instagram or, somewhere here, whatever. I can't look it up right now, but we got in a ton of steps. I did make, take, and eat. We did make, take, and eat our lunch every day except for one. And yes, Debbie, that was the day. That was the one day that we did not make, take, or eat our lunch, was the day that I was with you. But that's okay. That is okay. But so I think I had a great week on maintenance last week. I put myself into an intentional maintenance, if y'all remember that. So who attended a meeting last week? I did not, because I was at Disney. So I attended with you all from the via the campground. So, and Carla's down 6.4. Awesome, yeah. So who attended a meeting last week? Who either sat their bottom in a chair? If you sat your bottom in a chair last week and listened to somebody talk, give yourself a thumbs up. And Lacey's down 0.2 and Sandra lost a 1.8. Awesome. Or if you joined our chat, last Sunday night, as sketchy as it was from the campground, or if you did both, let's see some hearts. So we've got thumbs ups for, Debbie has stayed at Port Orleans before. So let's see some thumbs ups for you sat your bottom in a chair. Oh my gosh, Nancy's lost another 1.2 for a total of 113.2. Nancy, you have lost as much as, let's see, you're 3 pounds away from losing. Janice is down 0.6. Denise is down 1.2, hit 70.6. But you are down, you're 3 pounds away from being down what my mother weighs, what she weighs. So you have almost lost a whole nana. Yeah, you've almost lost an entire nana. Okay, awesome. Lots of thumbs ups for sitting in a chair, for sitting your little bottom in a chair. Lots of hearts for attending both meetings or for attending with us last Sunday, even though it was sketchy. So, and Angelia had blue dots every day and lost 5 pounds. Woohoo, and now it's a gain for her. Awesome. Okay, so everybody that came to a meeting, and gosh, for those of you all who sat through, that was so sketchy. Yeah, Heather's lost 116. That is awesome. That is awesome. Or I'm sorry, Lisa. Anyway, y'all get Bravo stickers. Bravo, everyone. Bravo. Yeah, and last week, if you sat through that. Yeah, and Carol, you weren't supposed to be trying to do Weight Watchers this week, Carol. You were just supposed to try and survive this week. So, yeah, you just needed, I don't know. You just needed to breathe this week, Carol. Yeah, just don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Nobody's expecting you to stick with the plan this week, Carol. So last week was maintenance moves. This was your weekly. And Bonnie's already down 23 since March. She's just started. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, and Mitzi's down 2.2. Can somebody explain blue dot days to Crystal so that we can keep talking? And Crystal, there is actually a chat for that. There's a chat for blue dots if you go back and search for blue dots. Yeah. So Heather lost that much. Oh, Lisa says, I know Heather lost it and made Lifetime. Yay, congratulations. Extra Bravo stickers. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Oh, and Sherilyn weighed in Saturday after a 10-day trip to Alaska. Yeah, Alaska, yeah, and down 2.4. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this was last week's. Weekly, and you can get another copy of this at your meeting if you missed it, or you can get these from online if you're Weight Watchers online only, or if you're doing e-tools. And somebody in our closed group has been posting, and I apologize, I keep forgetting to write your name down. Has been posting a link to these so that you can go back and get them. So thank you very much. For doing that. So last week we talked about maintenance moves, or we tried to talk about maintenance moves. We tried to talk about that during all that, hecticness, that's not a word, at Disney, and it kept, it kept going down. I mean, the internet kept going down. So, and it seemed to do that every time a bus drove by, every time one of the Disney buses drove by. Don't know what that's about, but we're going to work on it for next time, for December. So what we talked about was putting yourself in maintenance mode. So whether you do it, whether you're at goal, so obviously when you get to goal and you become lifetime, then you want to go on to maintenance. But sometimes, like last week while I was at Disney, I put myself in maintenance. So I tried to plan it so that I would be, so that my weight, all week, even though I didn't weigh myself at all, and won't weigh myself until Tuesday, but so that my weight would do this. And I understand I might have a slight increase, like I always try for no more than 2 pounds while we're at Disney, which I think is not bad for enjoying myself, and being on vacation for a week. But you can put yourself in intentional maintenance, and that was your homework from last week. So did anybody go ahead and make a maintenance plan? So what I wanted you to do, and it was super hard to tell you all what I wanted you to do for your homework, since the internet kept going out, but what I wanted you to, and since I couldn't post it on YouTube, it was like not technology week last week. But so what I wanted you to do though was to go ahead and and put yourself. You didn't have to put yourself on maintenance, but to go ahead and have a maintenance plan. Like obviously we've done Disney enough that I already have a plan, but I tweak it every time. If things go well. Or don't go well, I tweak that every time. Like this December is going to be different because we will have Casey and Alan and Alyssa with us. So that's going to be our first time at Disney with someone under the age of 18 in 8 years. Let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7 years. Yeah, 7 years with someone under the age of 18. So that's going to take some tweaking. So my maintenance plan, what I already have for my hold it plan is going to change for December. It'll be different for December than it was, for this trip. So if you'd made your hold it plan, okay, I see some hearts going by. So let's do hearts. If you made your hold it plan, let's see some hearts. And that just meant your hold it plan was, you were going to decide when you were going to start. So if you're not ready to start it, like if you don't need to, you just need to you could be thinking ahead, to an event, like if you're going on vacation, if you're getting close to goal, if you've got some other reason that you need to go on maintenance, if you've got some surgery coming up, if you've got, some kind of big life event coming up that you need to be on maintenance. Because remember, maintenance is great if you just need to kind of keep a status quo, not go crazy, just to kind of hold it where you're at for a little while. So you need to kind of, be thinking, is there a time coming up that you can think of that you need to have that? And if there is, decide when you're going to start that. And how long you're going to do that. So like mine was 8 days, because with driving time included, we were out of our norm for 8 days. So my hold it plan was for 8 days this time. When my dad had his kidney transplant, that one was kind of a whoosh, I got thrown into a hold it plan. Luckily I have enough people around me that know me that I could just say, okay, here's what I need. I need this. I need this from the grocery store. I need this, for my lunch. I need blah, 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 and they could just kind of help me, to gather all that stuff, and do it quickly, because I didn't really get to plan, for that at all. And to choose what actions, could help you along the way. So for me, again, it was, things like planning to have our lunch every day, going to Publix. I mean, John already has that scheduled in. He is the master planner. He already has that scheduled in. for our trip is what time what time we're going to leave, what all needs to be packed. This time we took bicycles instead of walking so much in between the buses at the campground. We took bicycles, and I just got to tell you, it's been a long time since my rear end has been on a bicycle. The first day was not pretty. Like, it was actually kind of scary, I'm sure, for people watching me, thinking, oh my gosh, does this girl know how to ride a bicycle? It's been a long time. Second day was a little bit better. Third day I was starting to get the hang of it. I tried putting Dusty in the basket. We got a dog basket for him. It was fine until he got squirmy. And then I popped a sweat big time. But anyway, so just kind of work your plan. Okay, then and like Carol, Carol is looking forward to getting back on plan and tracking again because she needs some normalcy. That's one of the things that I said in here. Even when you're on maintenance, whatever the reason is that you're on maintenance, if you are physically able to go to your physical meeting or to attend here with us on Sunday nights, see, I know it's backwards, but it says, so that you can be meeting, stay connected to your community, keep going to your meetings and checking in with Connect for ideas and motivation, or here. For ideas and motivation for members who are maintaining. Studies show that attending group meetings can help you maintain weight loss. And I put, because you're with other normal people. You all are normal to me. I don't need to be hanging out with people that don't understand this, So, if you're going to be on maintenance, you need to hang out with us other normal people, people who get it, people who understand that if you go to Disney for a week that you're going to eat 350 points. Y'all are normal. That's why I don't hang out with Jenny Craig people or, people doing, I'm not trying to be weird, but I don't think, and I hope I'm not offending anyone, but I don't think Whole30 and keto people, I don't think they would understand this, like y'all get this. Y'all understand that I can have a 350 point week. And be okay with that. Y'all understand that Carol needed to grieve last week, but now she needs to be with us, with normal people. And you know what? She didn't track last week. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. She, we understand it. We get it. So she needs, while she's in her, was in her maintenance week, last week, whether I know she didn't want to be, but she kind of was, I don't know what to call it anyway, into a maintenance week. It's okay, so we get it, we understand. So she needs to be with, she wants to get right back on because that's normal, because hanging out with us, feels normal. So yeah, yay for the normal people. Okay, so I haven't left us much time for us normal people to talk about this week's topic, which was just kind of a meh for me anyway. But thank you very much, Debbie, for printing it out. So I had no access to this except to look it up on the laptop. And I was thinking, gee, because I thought we were going to be doing this chat from the car. Thank you, John, again, for getting us back here on time, because this is much more comfortable than in the truck, pulling the camper in the pouring down rain and lightning. But Debbie printed it out for me this week. So was that not very sweet of her? She printed it out, and look, she hand carried it to Hollywood Studios and smuggled it through security, so that I would have a copy of it for this week. So this week's topic is to be sugar savvy. Oh, and bravo to everyone who did their homework last week if you did it. And again, I do apologize for the video issues that we had last week. So this week's topic. I don't know. I get a lot of mixed reviews on sugar. I don't have. I guess this one is a little easier for me. I do like things that are sugary, and I do eat things that are sugary. I love fluff. That's one of my favorite sugary things. But it's a little easier for me. I can pass on the sugar. I have a harder time passing on the savory. So maybe they should be a savory savvy, topic here in a few weeks. But the big issue seems to be, whether or not I don't know, it's kind of, if people are addicted to sugar. So I know a lot of people that I would say are addicted to sugar, even though I know they're not really addicted to sugar. Things that you are addicted to, I mean, actually addicted to, and we're not going to go into the, you know, the psychology behind it, but things that you are actually addicted to, you cannot go without them. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again. Okay, I am addicted to coffee. I need coffee every day. It's almost 9 o'clock at night, and I am drinking coffee. Kim needs to be salt savvy. Kim, you need some Dax. You need some Dax spices because they don't have salt in them, and some G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce because it doesn't have sugar in it. But anyway, so I'm drinking coffee at almost 9 o'clock at night. I will be able to go to bed when it is time to go to bed. I could say that I am addicted to caffeine. I'm not addicted to caffeine. Is it going to hurt my head if I stop drinking it? Yeah, because I'm used to it. I've become accustomed to it. My body has become accustomed to it, but I'm not addicted to it. I don't think anybody is actually addicted to sugar, or you wouldn't, just like it says in the weekly. I mean, I completely agree with this statement in the weekly. If you were actually addicted, if you were physically addicted to sugar, you would be consuming volumes of baby carrots. Baby carrots are sweet. You would think that would be able to satisfy that sugar addiction. Now, maybe a craving, sure, but the addiction. Okay, and Kim says she would love to have Dax if they don't ship to Canada. We got to work on that. But yeah, I forgot about that. But anyway, to have a major sugar cravings, yes, that I can understand. And again, and I'll just reflect it back to coffee. I have major coffee attraction. When I smell it, I want it. But to be actually addicted to it, you would not be able to stop eating fruit. I mean, anything that's sweet. It does not have to be purified cane sugar, to be addicted, to sugar. So I think that was what part of the, hoop de lolly was on Connect. People really had their knickers in a wad about this one, saying, yes, I am addicted to sugar and you can't say I'm not. And I don't know, it's just, people were getting kind of weird about it. But let me just say, because I did not leave us in a lot of time, regarding sweets, I think you need to figure out, if that's an issue for you, I don't think you need to cut them out cold turkey. I think you need to figure out a way to include them in your meal plan, because you have to be satisfied. You've got to be satisfied with this, or you cannot do this long term. I've been doing Weight Watchers almost 25 years now. Hey, Ellen. I've been doing Weight Watchers almost 25 years now. And if I had completely 100% eliminated everything that I'm going to call it, or a red light food for me. I'm not going to say I'm addicted to it, but it is a red light food for me. Hey, Marlene. Marlene is in Rehoboth, Delaware on the boardwalk. Woo, yeah. So listen to us. Do not listen to all the corn dogs and stuff as you're walking around. But you have to be able to plan some of this stuff in. If you don't, you're going to go crazy. You're going to be miserable. As our leader Gwen says, she goes, what is it, the Scarlett O'Hara effect, where you're over there going, everybody else, and I know you can't see me kicking, but everybody else gets to eat sweets, and I don't ever get to eat anything I like, and I'm, kind of kicking, and, kind of scuffing my, feet. But she's so cute when she does it, because she's like this big. But anyway, so you have to be able to fit some of this stuff in. So if I had just cut out all of my red food lights 100%, well, and when I did, I would be on plan, for 5, 6, 7 months, 20 pounds, and then I would go, oh, well, I've got to have French fries again, and I would go whoosh, way off the rails, and I'd be super, super good and super strict for 5 or 6 months, and lose 20 pounds, and 20 pounds seemed to be my magic number that I would lose, and then I would just go off the rails when I would get a hold of some potato chips. So here's what I want you to do, because I left us like 3 minutes to do our homework, and John should be back soon wanting to unload the truck. So this is what I want you to do. I have actually made a flow chart, but this looks hideous because I did it in the truck. So I will pretty it up at some point tomorrow and send it to you all. Okay, so this is what I want y'all to do though. If you're having a sweet tooth attack, and yes, Christy, a snack accident. Yeah, you don't want to have any snack accidents. So if you're having a sweet tooth attack, this is what I want you to do. Whether you think you're addicted to sugar or not, because I have to do this even though I'm not, even though sugar is not my thing. If I'm thinking, ooh, you know, if I see, well, like this week at Disney, you know, when I was running to go get some stuff last night at, I had some gifts left to get, and I was running through Magic Kingdom, completely soaking wet with sweat. I mean, was literally running, and I was by myself, and I ran by the Edie's ice cream shop. So I did this exact same thing last night. So here's what I want you to do. If you're having a sweet tooth attack, I want you to stop, and I want you to look up the smart points as close as you can get. And I understand 100% of everything is not on there, but I want you to get as close as you can. So this happened to me last night. I stopped. I'm running. I mean, I've got to go get this stuff and get out before the evening event started, because they had a special event last night that I did not have tickets to. Plus, John was at the camper waiting on me to start, you know, getting ready to leave today. So so I was running. So I stopped. The Edie's ice cream shop is right there. Looked up the smart points. Okay, so first thing I want you to do, look up the smart points. And then I'll make this chart for you. And the chart says, did you look up the smart points? If you go under the column that says no, then it says, don't eat it. So if you did not stop and look up the smart points first, don't eat it. Okay. Then the other side says yes. So you did you look up the smart points? Yes. Then it goes down to the next one. Or down to the next one is, does it seem like it's worth it? So does it seem like it's worth the number of smart points that you just looked up? Okay? If the answer is no, then don't eat it. Just don't. Just stop. Just walk away. So that's what I did last night. I looked up Edie's with the cone, with the waffle cone that it was going to come in, and I went, no, I can have other ice cream when I get home. I can just wait and have some Halo Top or some Enlightened when I get home. And I walked away from it. But if it's a yes, does it seem worth it? If it's yes, then get it and take a bite. Take one bite, maybe 2 bites if it's questionable. Okay, and then after you've taken your 1, maybe 2 bites, then the next box says, is it still worth it? Like, did it taste as delicious as you thought it was going to? You know, is it really worth the points? And if the answer is no, if you take a bite of it or even 2 bites of it and you go, wow, that is not what I thought that was going to taste like, or that's, no, that's really not good. I know you just paid a whole lot of money for it maybe. Don't eat it. If the answer is no, if you don't go, wow, you know, when you taste it, then don't eat it. Either throw it away, which I know is hard to do, but you can do it. Either throw it away, give it to somebody else, give it to your civilian friend who's never weighed more than an ounce in their life, or what is it Gwen says, they have to run around in the shower to get wet because they're so little. Don't eat it. But if it's yes, if you take a bite of it and think, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what I thought it was going to be. This is the stuff. Then eat it. Eat it and track it. Because remember, way up here, you looked up the points. So you already know how much it is. So this, for me, the Edie's ice cream last night, that was a big fat no. And I got stopped. I was a no up here at did it seem like it was worth it for the smart points? Yeah, I was a no. The Dole Whip, though, at Animal Kingdom, I was having a sweet tooth attack. Of course, I knew I was going to get a Dole Whip. I looked up the smart points. I knew that half of it was 5 smart points. So that was a yes. Does it seem like it was worth it? Yep. So I went on down to the next one. I took a bite. Oh, it tasted just like I remember a Dole Whip tasting. And it was hot, and it was a cold Dole Whip. And I knew John was going to split it with me. So it was still worth it. So I went on to yes. I tracked it, and I enjoyed it. Yes, and I had my Dole Whip. Okay. Because I'm going to start losing my voice now, I'm going to wrap it up. It is also 9:03. John should be back again just any minute. So that's your homework for this week. I am going to make this flow chart for you, and I want you to use it. I want you to either print it out or, you know what? I'm going to get Casey to do it. I'm going to get her to do this really fancy. Are you still there, Casey? If you're still there, wave at us, because I'm going to get her to make you a really, really, really pretty flow chart. And with her very pretty handwriting that she does in the boxes so you can check it off. Yeah, and then you can like laminate it if you want to and use it, or you can shrink it and make it into a pocket size, or, you know, something like that so that you can take it with you. So, but anyway, so that's your homework for this week. I want you to find one thing this week after we get this made, after Casey gets this prettied up for you, and we get this back out to you. Then I want you to just find one thing. Oh, and Casey is there. Yep, so Casey, your homework for tomorrow is to make this look like something, is to make this look pretty and get it back out to everybody. And then your all's homework for this week is to find something, find that sweet something, and run through this drill, run through that chart and see, decide, what you're gonna do with it. But if you do this and if you find something that you want, if you track it, if you do your homework, and Laura says she's gonna do it, if you do your homework, I want you to track it, and then I want you to send me a picture. You can send it to me on Instagram. You can send it to me here. Just tell me that it's your homework for this week. Tell me that it's your sweet tooth. Just call it your sweet tooth homework, and just hashtag sweet tooth homework. Hashtag. Everybody knows what a hashtag is, right? Hashtag sweet tooth homework, and tag me in it. I want to see it on Instagram. I want to see it on here on Facebook, and on Weight Watchers Connect. If it's on Weight Watchers Connect, you're gonna have to tag me as Scrap and Stamp 2. Don't ask. But yeah, but I want to see your all's homework because I want to see what you chose. Maybe there'll be something that I like in there, but I want you to, and Joyce had her carrot cake cupcake. Yeah, so track it, do your homework. I mean, yes, Christy says it's sweet homework. Yes, it is, but I want to see it. And that way too, that'll let some of the rest of us know, what was worth it. So maybe, maybe it's some things that'll satisfy our sweet tooths. Okay. Tooths, sweet teeth, sweet tooths, whatever. Okay, now you can come here, Dusty. Notice he's quiet now. Come on. He's like, no, you didn't want to see me at the beginning of the chat, so I'm not coming now. But here he comes. Okay, so, okay, so we're going to tell everybody good night. We're going to go find Mr. John, and we're going to get that truck unloaded so that we can go to bed, and we can get up and go be adults tomorrow. Yeah, not excited about that, except for the fact that I get to see Alyssa, and Casey. But anyway, so good night, everybody. Don't forget your homework. Casey will make you a pretty version of it tomorrow. But y'all have a great evening, and thanks for letting us get in here on 2 wheels and have a harried chat. But thank you, Facebook, for staying up the whole time. So good night, everyone. Good night, everybody. Do your homework, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.